Hey y'all, welcome back to Today in Music History for the 3rd of September. That day I'll always remember. Yes, I will. And it's another one of those days, so bear with me. It was 6 years ago today in 2019 that LaShawn Daniels died in a car crash in Catawba, South Carolina. He was only 41. And if you don't recognize the name, he was a huge part of the late 90s, 2000s R&B scene. He was a writer or co-writer on a ton of songs that you probably heard. Say My Name by Destiny's Child, That Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica, You Rock My World by Michael Jackson, Telephone by Lady Gaga and Beyonce. He was huge in that scene. And it was 8 years ago today in 2017 that Walter Becker of Steely Dan passed away at the age of 67. And 15 years ago today, in 2010, Mike Edwards was killed in a car accident when a giant bale of hay tumbled down a hill and crashed into his van. He had played with ELO from their first live show in 72 until 1975 when he quit to become a Buddhist. And it was 21 years ago today in 2004 that Fats Domino was rescued from New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina had hit the city. He had been missing since the hurricane hit and, of course, flooded the city, leaving thousands of people dead. And that same day in 2004, songwriter, producer Billy Davis died at the age of 72. He worked with a bunch of artists, including Aretha, James Brown, Marvin Gaye, The Supremes, Gladys Knight. He also wrote that iconic jingle, I'd Like to Buy the World a Coke. Yep. And 48 years ago today in 1977, Keith Harwood was killed in a car crash shortly after he left a recording session with the Rolling Stones. He had been an engineer at Olympic Studios and had worked with Bowie and Zeppelin as well. You know, the Stones dedicated their album Love You Live to his memory. And finally, because this is a lot of death, 55 years ago today in 1970, Alan Wilson of Canned Heat was found dead in LA. He was 27. The Canned Heat song Going Up the Country was actually sung by Wilson, and it's basically the unofficial theme song for Woodstock. We all know the song. Yeah. And happy birthday to Todd Lewis of the Toadies, who turned 60. Steve Jones of Sex Pistols turned 70. Eric Bell of Thin Lizzy is 78. Al Jardine of the Beach Boys is 83. Tune in tomorrow for another Today in Music History, hopefully with at least 68% less death. But who knows?